Hi, this is Hardball Retro. We're coming to you live from the Retro Dome. Today's game will be The World's Greatest Baseball Game by Epyx. This one was released in 1986. We're going to be playing the Commodore 64 version. The game was available for the C64, the Apple II, and IBM PC. So let's get the emulator cranked up. We're going to be using the Vice emulator as usual. And let's see what happened here. Let's go ahead and reset. Do a reset and then we'll start here. Move the snapshot. We're using the statistical. There were actually two discs. One was like the interactive, they called it the interactive version, and one was the statistical version. So let's see if this will start up this time. Why are we? Oh, I know what happened. Okay, hold on. Sorry, bear with me a second. I think I'm pointing to the wrong disk here. To side 2, and we'll do snapshot again. I think I had the wrong disk loaded, so apologize for the technical difficulties. Hopefully that's the right setting now. Got warp mode on, so it shouldn't take 3 minutes to boot up here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I had to swap disks when I was play testing this a few days ago, and forgot that I had left, I guess, disk 3 instead of disk 2 loaded in the emulator, so it didn't know how to boot properly. But yeah, there we go. See, so I had to put attach image, and I've got to pick the third disk, I think it was. Let's try that. All right, team number. Let's go with, this is the 84 American League. Kansas City won at that, well, they won the division. So let's go with 01 and 02 here. So we'll go, we'll play Angels at Royals. Okay, the team is 01. There we go. Okay, so there's our scoreboard. Let's see, can I do? All right, there we go. So can I get to it from here? Let's see, delete. All right, here we go. I can view the lineups. Might not be their optimal lineup. I'd like to get a different pitcher in there instead of Ron Romanek. Let's do Mike Witt. There we go. Okay, X to exit. Let's look at the home team real quick. Royals lineup. Should be Frank White. That should be an F for number 7 there, but is what it is, right? Let's leave that. Bud Black. Saberhagen. Yeah, we'll leave Bud Black in, sure. All right, so let's get started here. So yeah, oh, let's take it out of warp mode. That was a bit quick there. All right, so you got a couple simple sound effects for the roar of the crowd and the ball being hit, crack of the bat, the ball being thrown around. So that's interesting. Somehow the runner advanced to second on a flyout without tagging up. So, all right, so I'm doing F1 to swing, F3 to pitch. And the sensei flies out to center. All right, bottom of the first for KC. Willie Wilson leads off. Slow roller to third. Sensei across the diamond to Carew for the out. All right, Pat Sheridan. Right, line drive, base hit to center. You will notice that every batter in this game is right-handed. That was Star League Baseball had a similar issue. Probably several other games. I don't know if it was because of the field perspective that they didn't want to flip back and forth for left-handers, or George Order strikes out. So we're going to the top of the second. Let's see here. There we go. Enter to move to the next inning here. Slow roller to third. Brett across the diamond for the out. All right, we got Rob Wolfong playing second base instead of Bobby Grich today, even though we've got a lefty on the mound. So probably should have swapped him out for Grich. All right, here's Rod Carew. Not usually the number 7 hitter, but I didn't feel like messing with the lineups too much, so. And he whiffs against Bud Black. All right, due up, Motley, Balboni, and White. Against Mike Witt, second inning. Here's the pitch. Swinging a bounding ball to short, over to first, and got him. Steve Bye Bye Balboni. Came up with the Yankees, but made a name for himself with Kansas City. I think he had 36 bombs in '84, if I remember correctly. Frank White, slick fielding second baseman for KC, strikes out against Witt. That's the inning. We move to the bottom of the third, no score. Boone, Schofield, and then top of the order, Gary Pettis due up. Who was the longest standing coach for one team in Major League history? Question mark. Let's see. As you can see, the scoreboard has little trivia questions every half inning here. How long do we have to wait for the answer? We have to wait until next inning? I don't know. I'm not waiting any longer. All right. Okay, Bob Boone, hardliner to right. And this is kind of similar to pure stat baseball. I don't know if we can follow the cursor here, right? But it looked like, hey, line drive down the line, right? And then all of a sudden it was like, right? So some of the early games suffer from that. You know, kind of the arc of the fly ball isn't very true. Doesn't, gives you the appearance that that ball was going to be into the corner, and then all of a sudden it curved to the right fielder who didn't really move an inch. So just something to be aware of. But, Schofield draws the walk, so now we can maybe try to implement some strategy here. Look at my manual. Steal is the number 4 key. You can also play or manage this with the joystick. I'm just using the keyboard. So, all right, as the offensive team, I'm going to try 4. And he's safe. All right. So now we have a runner on second for Pettis. Okay, fly out to right. And here's Juan Beniquez with runner on second, 2 down. Flies out to center. No score. Through 3 innings. Now we're not going to show the trivia answer. No, we're going to ask a new question. Who hit the most switch hit home runs? Well, I know the answer, but are we going to show me the answer? No, I feel like we might have to sit here longer than we want to get the answer to that. So, hey, go look it up on Baseball Reference, right? All right, enter. Don Slot. Oh, look at that thing just rise out of the park. Home run for Don Slot's solo shot. And it's 1-0 KC. That thing just took off and kept rising. When he first hit it, I'm like, oh, all right, that might be a liner to center for a base hit. Onyx Concepcion draws the free pass. Nope. Actually, just noticed that in the bottom corner here. That was a hit by pitch, not a walk. So, my bad. All right, top of the order. Willie Wilson flies out to center, and somehow Concepcion gets to second. My only explanation for that is that it's a tag up, but they show him running with, as the pitch was hit, and he never tagged, so, yeah. Base hit to center by Sheridan. That's going to knock in Concepcion. And got a 2-0 lead for KC. With George Brett coming to the dish. Okay, another hit. All right, first and second. Okay, Borda draws the walk. We got bases loaded. Oh, that was a crucial strikeout there by strikeout by Motley. So we've got 2 outs. Bye-bye Balboni at the plate. Delivery from Witt. Oh, there's a base hit to right, and that's going to knock in 2, so it's 4-0. Well, got to think about replacing Witt at this point. It's getting roughed up here. 5-0. It's getting ugly. All right, I think it's time to take Mike Witt out of the game. Just didn't have it today. Visiting team. New pitcher. Long relief. Could it be Slayton? And Jim Slayton's on. All right, here we go. Don Slot. All right, well, at least he didn't leave the yard this time. There we go. 3, 4, and 5 due up for California. KC puts up a 5 spot, and we're deep in the hole. All righty, let's see here. Freddie Lynn. Okay, Sky's out to center. Out number 1. We got Doug DeCince. Brian Downing. The whiff. All right. Well, Kansas City is in control here. 5-0, going to bottom of 5. Jim Slayton on in relief. Onyx Concepcion, the hitter. Clean single to left to start it off. Willie Wilson up. Oh, that got misplayed there. Looks like they're going to stop at second and third. So no outs. Okay, single by Sheridan, and we're getting beat up here. Okay, sac fly by Brett. Makes it 7-zip. George Orta. Rounder to third. Guns it over to first for the out. 2 down. Sheridan moves to second. I think that was Sheridan. Losing track of who's where. That might have been Balboni. I don't remember. All right, whatever. Doesn't matter. Here's the pitch. And fly out to center. All right, I'm gonna go to the bench here since we're getting beat up anyway. Visiting team. Batting for Wilfong. Let's see if we can figure this out. Enter player number. I want to put Gritch in for Wilfong. 13. Position number 4, second base. And enter batting order 06. Enter for change, X to cancel. Enter. All right, so I've got Gritch in there now. Carew, Boone, Schofield. Let's just see who else I got on the bench here. I got Reggie Jackson on the bench, but I'm not going to bat him against Bud Black. Although he did hit home run number 500 off of Black. All right, nope, that should be good. X to exit, and back to the ball game. All right, so slow roller to first, and he takes it himself for the out. That's Balboni unassisted. Brings up Rod Carew. Fly ball to center, and that's out number 2. All right, here's Bob Boone. Hit it sharply to right, but he is out. All right, so we're through, let's see, we're through 5.5. Kansas City coming up, 7, and Black's pitching a 1-hitter. 7-0 KC. All right, I think we're going to leave Staten in for another inning if he can make it through. Right fielder having all sorts of trouble today. Okay. There's Frank White. Might go to the pen soon. Let's see. Alright, there's a strikeout. Slot the batter. There's the pitch. Okay, hot grounder to third. Sensei throws it over to Carew for the out. Okay, Concepcion grounds out to short, and that's 3 down. Alright, Schofield. Which player hit into the most double plays in Major League history? Oh, you asked me that already. There we go. Hank Aaron, 328. All right, well, apparently spacebar triggers the answer. Oh, learned something new here. All right, there we go. Cool, Gary Pettis. Okay, there's a hit. And we're down by 7, but let's try to get something going here. Try a straight steal with Pettis. Safe at second. Juan Beniquez, grounder to first. Balboni takes it. Pettis moves to third. All right, 2 down for Freddie Lynn. Strike 3 called. Strike 3 swinging, my bad. Strike 3 swinging, and the Angels got a runner to third, but failed to capitalize, and they're still down 7-0 after 6. Who pitched the most shutouts in a single season? Grover, Cleveland, Alexander, 16. All right, good stuff. Slayton coming out, and we're gonna bring in. We'll go Don Asse. Exit. All right. Willie Wilson up, grounder to third. Maybe a close play at first. It's the out. Sheridan, grounder to first. Carew takes it for the out. George Brett. Always there's a base hit. And now we have George Orta. Ground ball short. Goes to second for the out. Fielder's choice. And that retires the side. All right. So we've got Doug the Sensei. Strikeout. Just cannot get anything going against Bud Black today. There's a fly out. And Bobby Grich getting his second turn at that. And he skies out to left for the out, so we're through. Actually, we're through 7.5. Okay. Darryl Motley. Okay, so base to right. So similar to some of the games in this time frame, you don't have to warm up pitchers. You can just bring them in. And oh, that's a double play ball. Nice. So Aussie gets the 1-4-3 double play. And that was on Balboni, so now we have Frank White coming up. And he draws the walk. 2 out. And Don Slaught coming up. He did rock the solo homer to get the scoring started earlier. Gets past the right fielder again. That's going to be a double. Unfortunately, not a lot of variety in the graphics. As far as the canned plays, the animation, you know, you've seen a couple of hits, you pretty much know where the ball is going to land and what's going to happen. And Gary Pettis doesn't even have to take a step, and he just flags that one down. So, all right, here we are, going to the top of the 9th. Carew, Boone, Schofield, maybe Pettis. We'll see. Could be some pinch hitting time here. All right, Carew is going to get to bat, though. He flies to center for the first out. So let's go to the bench. We're going to bat for Boone here. Visiting team. Yeah, Boone with the 202 average and Schofield with the 193, so we're definitely going to bat for them. And for Boone, the batter will be, what's our options here? We've got Reggie, we've got Sconners, Mike Brown, Jerry Naron. Rich is already in the game. Miller, Darryl Thomas. All right. Well, at least you got some decent choices here. Let's go. Let's get Sconners in the game. He's not going to catch, but temporarily we're going to throw him at position 2. Batting order is 8. Change. All right, so Sconners is in. Sconners was the backup first baseman for the Halos 81 through 85 time frame, somewhere around there. Oh, look at that. He just rocks that out of there. Breaks up the shutout. And that was lefty on lefty, so sweet. All right, at least we put a run up on the board. 7-1. Schofield, you are not batting. Visiting team. Batting for Schofield. Generally, I probably wouldn't do this, but We're going to get Reggie in the game here. He's not a shortstop, but he's just going into that position for now. Batting order 9. Exit. All right, lefty on lefty. Reggie versus Bud Black. And Black pretty much coasted through 8 innings here, so let's see if he can lock down this game or if he needs any relief assistance. All right, bouncing ball short. That should be out number 2, and it is. And Gary Pettis will step up with 2 down. There's a fly out to right. All right, and it looks like I misread the scoreboard. That was the 8th inning, my bad. So it's now bottom of the 8th. So can we fix our defense here? Let's see. Lead for visiting. All right, so we have Scanners. We have to replace and Reggie. Yeah, okay. So we gotta go to batters. So we're gonna do enter player number 13. Jerry Naron will be the catcher. Position 2. Batting order 8. Okay, so far so good. And Rob Pichelot will be the shortstop. 15, 6, batting order 9. Change. Lineup looks good. Pitchers. Let's go with Doug Corbett, 23. X. All right. So now we're in the bottom of the 8th. Apologize for misreading the scoreboard earlier. All right, Corbett starts out with a strikeout of Willie Wilson, so Pat Sheridan with the whiff. I neglected to mention earlier, generic stadium. There are no, you can't select what stadium you're in or anything like that in this game. Again, similar to a lot of the initial efforts, as far as baseball games were concerned, from let's say 81 through 80, 85, 86 time frame. We started to see the ability to select your stadium or create your own stadium in Earl Weaver, which was like 1987 time frame. The Tony La Russa game, I think that was about 89 or 90, somewhere in there. So George Brett, grounder, to Sensei, Carew, out. All right, here we go. Now we're top of 9. So Bud Black trying to get through one more innings. Got a 3-hitter going. Who spent more time playing for a single team? Carl Yastrzemski or Brooks Robinson? The answer is trick question. Both played 23 years. Good. All right. Let's see here. Juan Benitez facing Bud Black. There we go. Double to right. Okay. Could be a little fatigue factor going on. The manual did mention that pitchers will tire during the game, the statistical game anyway. I don't know about the action arcade version. Redlin with the whiff. Lefty on lefty. Back to Sensei. Flies out to center. And Brian Downing, 2 outs. Oh, draws the base on balls. Keeps the game going. Bobby Grich stepping in there. Could make it a 7-4 ball game with one swing of the bat here. Let's see what he can do. Oh, looks like I called the home run there. 7-4. All right, here's Carew. I have a feeling at this point of the game that Kansas City would be going to their bullpen. Bud Black almost had the complete game effort there. Just fell a little bit short. Quisenberry. Fairly certain that's what will be going on right here. So Quisenberry's on. Try to lock this one down. Facing the veteran Rod Carew. Here's the pitch. And Carew draws the walk, which was really rare against Quisenberry. Jerry Naron. Well, nothing against Jerry Naron, but we're going to see if we have anybody left on the bench here. We have Mike Brown, we have Darryl Miller, Darryl Thomas, and Naron's a lefty versus Quisenberry, 247 average. I mean, not a ton of stuff on the bench, so we're going to stick with Naron. It can't hurt to look. Right, so Naron bounced around to a few different teams, played a bit with the Yankees back in the late 70s, early 80s, Mariners, I believe. Not looking at his baseball reference at the moment, so, but he was with the Halos for, I think, 3 years, maybe 84 through 86, something like that. All right, so Grounder to first, and guns it to short. Help the Angels put 3 on the board, but come up a bit short. So the question is now, does this game show us the box score or anything? I don't know that it does. I think we're done. Spacebar, enter, not much going on there. Let me flip through the manual real quick, but I think that is the ball game with KC taking it by a final score of 7-4. Yeah, I don't see anything in here about a box score, so that's it. So I guess that was one of my issues with this game, or the fact that they have the statistical game option. Well, if there's no box score, there's no way to compile stats. It kind of defeats the purpose, right? So, but at any rate, just another game from that early '80s time frame to show you guys if you're not familiar with it. World's greatest baseball game. And this is Hardball Retro signing off. Until next time, have fun and play ball.